Have you ever heard of Dota? It is well known for its complexity and having the highest prize pool in the history of esport. This year, it has a staggering $40 million prize pool in total in a tournament called the International, and it will happen soon. So, if you are curious about the game and want to watch the tournament like you watch almost every single sport during the Olympics, then I will briefly explain the game and give you some simple tutorial to play and enjoy it. Well, hopefully. By the way, this video is made specifically for my parents, my uncle who stopped playing Dota because he is bad at it, and my friends who only know to play League. League of Legends sucks, by the way. Now, what is Dota? Well, basically, it is like this. 5 player against 5 players. Each player control an individual hero with different abilities and mechanics. Get gold and get level by killing other players or kill creeps in order to buy a strong item and get some abilities. And the main goal is to destroy the enemy ancient. Well, although the name of the game is basically the acronym of Defend of the Ancient. Yeah, that is all you need to know about the game. Now on to watching the tournament. When you watch, make sure to select the English caster unless you know either Russian or Chinese. Okay, so normally you will watch a best of 3 games, which include the drafting phase and the gameplay. You can just skip the drafting part. The last tournament, the last TI, the caster tried their best to analyze the drafting heroes just to get confused by Team OG, because that year OG decided to use a soccer ball to win the entire tournament. For those new watchers, they can easily get overwhelmed by the flashy animation effect simply because it is a bit too crazy when there is a clash going on. When that happened, make sure to listen to the caster and the crowds. If the caster becomes Eminem, then you know there is something happening and you should be hyped even when you have no clue what just happened. Now I'm gonna talk about the game for a bit. I would recommend playing with your friends simply because you have somebody to suffer with. Also, keep in mind that this game has absolutely no mercy for beginners at all. The mechanics of the game will overwhelm you when you first start off.
There's a 0% chance Dota has more mechanical skill ceiling than League.
How about you shut your mouth? Pulling creeps, last hitting, stacking camps, aggro, macro, objective fighting, optimization, and do not forget trash talking, spam the chat wheel, tip players, report players, mute them also, just to name a few. My win rate when I first started this game was only around 30%. So I would say play against bots first to experience the feeling of playing Dota. I once invited my buddy who decided to take a break from League of Legends and tried out Dota. So I made him fight against the hardest bots. Eventually, 5 enemy bots ran him over like crazy. He cannot farm, he cannot last hitting, and whenever he's about to get a kill, his ally, well, just bots, casually stole it away from him. So he decided to never come back to this game because it is too difficult. So yeah, you need to beat up the hardest bots before playing online, because that is where you will suffer the most. Eventually, you will either meet Smurf or toxic players. One small benefit you can get from playing Dota is training your mental health. You lose, you rage, you need a doctor then. Also, you can learn several languages as well. If you play an NA server, you learn Spanish. You play in Europe server, you learn Russian. You play in China, well, you don't know English because the Chinese server is located in China. And what kind of Chinese would watch this video anyway? You play in Southeast Asia, well, you will learn Philippines. You play in Japan, you expect to learn Japanese? No, you will play with Russian. There are no Japanese player at this point. Well, after that, you're gonna mute them or pay the money just to avoid them from playing with you. So yeah, that is all you need to know. I have nothing else to tell you guys. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna play a game before heading to bed. It is pretty damn late right now. Oh shit.